Many Constant Worlds is a meta-disjointed journey through the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. Usually. Welcome to the continuation of what I am dubbing the Middle Green Mysteries, our Kids on Bikes game. I, Kat, am serving as the GM, Taryn is playing Sera Winchester, and friend of the podcast, Megan, is playing Sassy Winchester. Kids on Bikes is a tabletop RPG created by John Gilmore and Doug Lewandowski and distributed by Renegade Games and Hunters Entertainment. It is exactly what it sounds like, Kids on Bikes. It's to capture the vibe created by stories like It, The Goonies, Stranger Things, Small Towns, Weird Shit, and the things the locals know, making it a no-brainer to celebrate the conclusion of our trip to Derry, Maine. Similarly to OK Cryptid, Kids on Bikes is a collaborative storytelling game where the players will have a narrative influence on what happens. Unlike OK Cryptid, Kids on Bikes is not a GM-less or tarot-driven game. Spoilers for Dead Girl Talking. If you would like to listen to that episode, I would recommend stopping this one here now. Go check that out and come back later. We will be waiting for you. Last time, the Winchester family was attending the kickoff to summer dad rock concert hosted by the bowling alley. The bullies were bullying, the adults were adulting, and a gaggle of children were listening to Tommy Lightbringer talk about the dead girl he was enamored by. Shenanigans followed, and the Winchester sisters found themselves out at the old cemetery where they discovered a down phone line above the grave of one Elizabeth Tilbury. While they were in the cemetery, they also saw a car leaving the old abandoned loggers' living quarters. Weird. When trying to hightail it back before they were caught, having wandered off from the bowling alley, they were picked up by their parents who were none too happy. Dad wished them a happy birthday, Mom gave them each a locket with the family motto engraved inside, and a photo covered in a poison which would be activated when combined with a liquid. Mom can be a little protective. Now, let's hop into the Wayback Machine and head to 1985, Middle Green.
Day of summer so far. The sun has risen, bacon is sizzling, and it is very quiet on Maple Street, which you live on. How early do you guys kind of get up? Like, do you
in the summer?
Yeah,
like 11.
Okay.
I like to
both
sleep.
Both of you sleeping
like at the fucking earliest.
Okay.
I don't know how late you were up the night before, but I doubt I was asleep before 3. So
okay.
I go to bed early, but I like to sleep. That's how I stay so sunshiny.
That's weird. Like
that too.
So when you guys are starting to come alive,
all I could hear in my head now was last pod, like their ad back when they were selling weed for it's weed. Like so.
As you guys are kind of starting to stir into the house, your mom sees you and says, "Go play. I gotta clean the house. Get out.
Okay.
Take your bikes."
I mean, I'll leave, but...
Oh, Sarah, come on.
No,
she basically pushes you out the door, closes it, and says, "Be home by the time the street lights come on."
I have a yellow beach cruiser named Lemon with a basket and a bell.
I have, I think I had already made up the bike. Did I write it down? Because I have the bike, it was black and the lace wrapped around the different parts of it, but I thought it had a name. I think it was like the hearse or something like that.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lemon in the hearse.
Yeah.
That's the cop show.
Yes, that sounds like a cop show. Lemon in the hearse. That's amazing. Before we leave, before we're pushed out, though, if we have one around, I would want to grab, like, some candles and shit and maybe a flashlight to shove in my satchel.
Okay.
Because of what happened the night before, and because we might need to do some shit at this grave,
I'm also going to take the knife that I stole from the one dude.
Okay.
Harold.
Smart. And do we need salt?
Yes, of course.
So we also probably would try to swipe that from the kitchen. I realize our mom's like shoving us out the door, but like we might need food and snacks, and while I've got 2 sodas in my bag, I don't know.
She can shove, but you dodge and weave. Okay, Mom, I just gotta go upstairs and change. Okay, I need to grab a couple things.
Yeah.
Like,
Probably,
So-
I think the hardest thing you're going to be able to get a hold of is the salt, because it's in the kitchen where she is primarily at. That is going to be your greatest challenge. That's not to say it's impossible.
hey, you stay in the kitchen. I got this. Mom, come here! Ah!
Why are you shouting?
Mom, get up
Oh my
here!
God. She does leave to check on Sassy. It's like, why are you screaming?
Mom, I saw a mouse. It was
Well-
right there. I saw it.
While that's happening, I'm swiping
The salt.
our big container of like Morton's.
Yes.
Like
Yep.
salt. I'm grabbing probably more than just 2 sodas. I'm grabbing a few drinks. If I've got time to make a couple sandwiches,
We've
I'll
got the
probably
snack
do that.
packs of chips. I really love those.
Did they have those in the 80s?
They've
Like,
always
snack
had
packs?
those.
This is an AU. No matter what, they have them.
Yeah, I'll grab some of
and
those.
some Capri Suns.
Yeah, I can
I
grab
need those.
Okay, but I don't have like a backpack. I have like a satchel.
Throw it out
thing.
the window and we'll pick it up from the side.
You can.
We haven't figured out like the whole psychic connection thing. Do I just know, like, do we just have this as a plan, like, when Mom tries to kick us out the front door?
Yes.
All
We
right,
each
then
have
yeah.
our designated.
Yeah, then I'm tossing this shit out the window so that way we can
Okay.
swipe it, like, go around the side and swipe it.
I
Yeah.
will allow you to grab up to 10 items in the time that your mom will be gone.
Okay, my satchel already has 2 sodas.
Yeah, it's literally
So-
you can grab up to 10 items from the kitchen. That is what you will have time to snag.
So, I'm thinking.
Because if you guys do this often, Sassy is only going to be able to distract your mother for so long
Totally.
because she knows what you're doing.
Yeah.
Mom, come here. Hold my hand. I cannot go back in that room. I can't live in that room. I need you to go look and tell me if it's still there.
Because of a mouse.
Yes.
You want to be a hunter, but you're afraid of a mouse?
Yes. Mom, do you know how toxic mouse droppings and pee is? Like, it's not good. It totally fucks with my
Have
karmic
you been
juju.
practicing your knife throwing?
Yes.
Then why didn't you just knife the mouse?
Mom, you can't kill it. Can you just get it outside? I don't.
Look where we live, honey. There's gonna be mice. There's just kind of the area.
Mom, please, just for me, can you just take care of them? I'm really freaked out and I don't want to kill it.
Fine. And she will go in and look around the room.
Thanks, Mom.
So give me a charm. We're gonna consider this some kind of performance.
Okay.
I feel like that's the closest thing is charm.
Charm.
But it sounds like because you guys do this often, it's probably planned. So if you really feel like another stat fits it better.
Could it be flight? Like, I'm trying to help prep our plan
one of the
to get
things
the heck
about
outta
flight
here.
is that it's how you get out of both physical and like emotional problems. So yeah, actually, I can give you flight.
Okay, I would like to go flight because that's my D20.
Okay.
Is that this guy?
That's that guy.
Okay. Oh shit, 6.
6. Okay. I mean, your mom is aware of what you guys do. You probably are not really impressing her this time. You guys did some shenanigans last night.
What's our birthday?
Yeah, that was yesterday. This is today.
Mom, you're so mean sometimes. I really love my present.
Good.
Thank you. We need more one-on-one time like this, just you and me.
Well, I don't see any mice.
Oh, but it was right. Okay.
I mean, even if it was right there, it's not there anymore. It must have run somewhere.
So my room is mouse free?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom. Please don't put any poison out, okay? Please.
We'll see.
Okay.
And she starts heading back downstairs.
Okay, is it 10 total or 10 and the salt?
10 like different kinds of items, basically.
Okay, I did my math wrong and I think it ended up being 11 because I kept erasing and rewriting what things I was getting. and I can tell you what it is, and it's because I'm
Okay.
grabbing 2 of everything.
Yeah.
So it's salt, 2 Capri Suns, 2 more knives, 2 chip snack packs, 2 apples, and 2 granola bars is what I have. But then I realized it was
Can you swap a flashlight, or did you already do that?
oh, that's right. Yeah, I said I was
That
gonna
flashlight's
flashlights.
probably is not in the kitchen. You guys can get the flashlight from another room.
Okay.
But the kitchen specifically is where your mom tends to start her cleaning
Got
a
it.
lot. That's why it's going to be the
Okay.
hardest room for you to get the stuff out of.
Okay.
And I only said knives from in there because steak knives, but in reality, if we're learning how to throw knives and shit, they're probably someplace else.
Yeah. Okay.
So I cannot do knives, and we can take them from wherever it is we're gonna grab.
I think there's
flashlights
like
and
an
candles.
artillery closet in the
Okay.
house.
Probably, yeah.
So we're gonna
or
go
like your
right-
basement, or like a cellar with like outside doors you could get into.
Let's do that because Mom so won't bust us for a while.
Okay, then I'm only at 9 items.
Well, that's maybe all we
So-
needed.
Yeah, because I can't think of another single item that goes opposite the.
You
Well, I
just
guess
grab
I can get-
pepper.
You know, I thought about it actually, grabbing pepper because you can use it for like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the pepper then.
Yeah, especially if
actually.
Sassy has like bag glitter. One of you's throwing glitter, the other one's
Yeah.
throwing pepper.
I absolutely have bag
Yes.
glitter in my bag.
Yes! I actually love that idea. Yeah, so then
Pepper.
I took the salt, 2 Capri Suns, the pepper, 2 chip snack bags, 2 apples, and 2 granola bars. And that's what's sitting outside the window for us to retrieve. And then once I heard Mom coming back,
I'm talking as loudly as possible so you can hear us on
a
our way.
lot. I know in a lot of houses that were constructed before or during that time period, they weren't like open concept like this, but you
Yeah.
had one entrance in and one out, and I'm slipping out the other side.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, Mom. Thank you so much. I love you. I'm going to go out and play so I can get out of your way.
Stay out of trouble.
Promise.
And then once I hear Mom go back in the kitchen, I will try to meet, like, I'm gonna go back upstairs to get, like, my candles and, like, magic shit, I guess.
Okay.
Which I didn't, like, I don't just carry on me, because if you just carry it on yourself and people find it, that makes them think even worse shit about you.
True.
So I would go and grab that shit from upstairs.
I'm going to wait for you by the cellar because
Okay.
it's obvious we're going to have to rummage for
So
that.
if you end up in the cellar, you can grab
Okay.
like any other candles and flashlights and shit.
So at the cellar, I'm going to grab flashlights, a blanket, ninja throwing stars. That sounds like a perfectly appropriate 13-year-old weapon.
It really does, actually.
I
Like,
know.
especially for that era. Like, and that's what they'd call them, ninja throwing stars.
What else are we going to need to, like, stake out?
I don't know, boombox?
I'm bringing a
Or
roll
are
of
we-
toilet paper.
Or are we just gonna use our own Walkman? If we're gonna use our own Walkman, we need batteries.
Okay, batteries for everything. Flashlights, too.
Yeah.
All right. I made a decent pilfering of the armory.
And you grab, like, the spare candles and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and lighters. Lighters, matches. Okay. Wow, my bag is heavy.
Thankfully, you got a bike, so you probably like have. If you have a basket
I have
or
a
something,
basket.
you can shove some shit in your basket.
Sweet.
I also wrote spell book, and I am making the point that it's some 70s Wicca shit.
Okay.
'Cause it's some 70s.
It's not Crowley.
It's not crap. There's no fucking way. There's no way some 13-year-old got a hold of like the Book of the Law or whatever. I think that's.
I think that's what
yeah.
it is too.
There's no way that Seraphina has a hold of the Book of the Law, but like, definitely she could have got a hold of like. Well, I don't know what Wicca books were out in the 70s, but there were a shit ton of them. So
She found a Wicca book regardless.
Yeah.
Just not the Book of the Law.
can you imagine?
All right.
I can't, her, like, just having to read over and over again, like, and then you have another orgy, and then you have another gay orgy. It's like, oh, this is what magic is. You just have so many anal orgies. Like, that is Crowley and magic. Like,
I'm like, where did we go?
we went to the Book of the Law. We went to Crowley and magic. Like,
We went to Crowley and Magic.
Okay. I did not know.
It's a different kind of Crowley from Supernatural, that's for sure.
is it?
I think
Is
so.
it?
I mean, she's the one who's finished the series.
It doesn't
That
sound
means
like they're the
nothing.
same Crowley.
But we'll have that conversation off mic.
Okay, so where are you guys heading and which route are you taking there? Because obviously you have a lot of streets here.
Well, it's like lunchtime, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think anything interesting is going to happen over in that old section next to the old community or old cemetery. So I think I'd actually like to go check out the phone or go bother that one of those kids or not, or both and see what's going on. What do you think, Sarah?
I'm thinking I'm all right checking out the phone. I think trying to talk to either of the kids, it's not a bad plan, but it's summer vacation. I think trying to talk to anybody before like 2 p.m. is not
You're so funny.
the best plan. Like, well, because even if they're awake, like their parents could be around or something, so.
Parents still have to work in the summer.
Yeah, but you don't know which days they're actually working, and everybody was listening to Dad Rock last night, so.
Okay.
But I think checking out the phone is a solid plan, and then I think from there we talk to Harold and see what Harold heard.
Okay.
But we could do that the other direction too, so that way we know what we're walking into. But legitimately, there's not much for us to ask Harold if we're gonna go try to hear it for ourselves. So
Well, let's see, because her version of what she's wanting might be different than what she told Harold. Like,
yeah.
I'd like to, I don't care which order, but I'd like to try and talk to both if we can get in touch with Elizabeth.
Yeah, let's go see if she's answering.
So let's come down to Bab Street and just go that way to the phone,
Okay.
because it's right here.
Sure. Perfect. So, as you guys are riding down the street, you're getting closer to the bowling alley. You can see it. You recognize Stanley and Wally's moms. They are in the parking lot, very distraught. And as you guys get closer, Stanley's mom, Mrs. Bills, she flags you down and asks, like, have either of you girls seen Stanley since last night?
No?
We saw him last night. But
Yeah.
Him and Wally never made it home. Mrs. Wentworth and I are both just... We can't find them anywhere.
never made it home, like, from here?
Yeah.
From the bowling alley, or?
Yeah. They never, like, they were here for the show, and then they never came home.
Did they go out to the phone with all the kids? The last time we saw them at the bowling alley, they were bothering the younger kids. But then they took off, right?
Yeah.
Well, they were still around the bowling alley. They just left those kids alone. They were even starting to harass some of the adults by
That's
before the night,
right.
before even you guys left.
They were sort of bugging the grown-ups. I haven't seen them since...
The boys could always get into trouble, but they've never not come home before. If you see them, can you please tell them to at least give us a call, like call home?
Of course.
You know, I've got my mother waiting in case somebody does call.
Of course.
And let us know if you see them. And she kind of keeps going around and she's flagging down anybody else who happens to be by.
Hey, it's not them, but there's a downed line at the old cemetery. I don't know if somebody could be hurt. or something.
I'll call it in and we'll see if someone wants to ride out there and check it.
Sure.
And she kind of does go into the bowling alley, presumably to use their phone versus using the payphone. You know, her child went missing from there. The bowling alley can at least do this much.
Yeah.
Should we ride around and look for him? The town's not that big. Didn't take us long.
I mean, I don't know what we could really, like, it's one thing for us to get involved with stuff that's not real problems. This is a real thing, and we could make it worse, or we could get gone. Do you get what I mean?
I do. I'm just wondering if maybe whatever was happening on that old road past the old cemetery has something to do with where they went.
I forgot about that.
Because if they were anywhere in town, someone would have seen them by now. The town's just not that big.
About that. We should probably make sure to tell Mrs. Bills or Mrs. Wentworth.
I feel like maybe they left town that way.
That's why I'm saying we should probably make sure to tell somebody what we saw.
I hate to even say this out loud, but do you think we should go to the river and see if spirits want to share anything with us? If they have a new spirit or two?
I think that our plan right now to go to the phone isn't terrible, because if spirits have anything to tell us, I mean, there's a direct line to a spirit right now.
I don't know if I trust her. I don't, like, yes, but also we don't know what her intentions or what kind of spirit she is.
I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
if we, by that logic, we can't trust any spirit.
She's just one I know is recently disturbed.
Yeah. I'm not saying you take anything she says as fact, but if she gets on and starts, like, yeah, I have a new husband and his name is Stanley, and we know there's a problem. Like,
Okay.
There was a zombie wedding and you weren't invited still.
Aww. So let's go tell the grown-ups about that road, and then let's go to the phone. Because they may not even know someone's using it.
I'm a little worried, though, if we tell them about what we saw and we weren't supposed to see it. Sometimes when you're not supposed to see stuff around here.
They know who our mom is. No one's gonna mess with us.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I mean, mom scares the shit out of me. I'm sure she does the same for the other adults.
I think as a kid, you're, like, just naturally scared of your mom.
No, but she's like,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
All right.
Because the only other option, we either have to tell the adults or we have to go check it out. And I don't know that that's a great option.
Well, I mean, I think we were gonna check it out no matter what, but I think
Agreed.
I think we have a solid plan, but you wave them. You do this part, I think.
Okay, I'll go tell the grown-ups. I don't remember the grown-ups' names.
Mrs. Bills is Stanley's mom and Mrs. Wentworth is Wally's mom.
Mrs. Bills, Mrs. Wentworth. So I'd appreciate it if you didn't really stress this point to our parents. But Sarah and I were out last night and we were walking home and maybe goofing off because I get distracted really easily. And poor Sarah has her hands full just keeping me on track. But while we were...
full-time job.
True story. While we were walking by, sort of near, not in, but close to the old cemetery, not the new one, but the old one, we saw headlights out on the road back there. And I don't think anybody's used it in forever. And I don't know if it has anything to do with the boys and where they are, but it was just strange and I wanted to let you know.
Thank you for telling us. We will also go check that out too.
Okay, and again, if you maybe don't just highlight that to mom, that would be great. We've already gotten in trouble, so like, I don't need to be more troubled.
And it was our birthday.
I know, so like, double whammy. So really, just between us girls would be great.
But, like, if it helps find your kids, like, if we get in trouble, fine, but...
What Sarah said.
If it doesn't have to end in that,
That'd be cool too.
Okay, I will try to avoid it, but if this becomes much bigger, you're not going to have a choice but to give a statement to the police.
Oh, she said police.
Yeah, the police aren't going to care as much as Mom and Dad care.
True story. Okay. All right.
It's
just
not
wanted to let you
illegal
know.
to be out there. It's just against the rules.
I mean, technically, we were trespassing.
No, it was a cemetery.
No,
And-
but it's all boarded up. You're not supposed to be in there.
No, like, it's fine. You just can't be in there. Like, usually there's posted hours, and usually the posted hours are sun up to sundown. And the sun hadn't gone down.
Wow.
Well, the two ladies are going to go and try and hopefully look into this further and see if they can find their children.
If those ladies vanish, I'm going to feel real bad.
It's probably better than having to live with knowing that your kids are missing.
Then you get to go missing with them.
Or you just stop existing knowing that your kids are gone.
Okay.
Okay.
I can count on you to be dark.
I got one mode.
So, I'm assuming you continue on to the payphone?
Yes.
Correct me if that's... Okay. So you go to the payphone.
Do you want to call?
Who you gonna call?
God damn it. You beat me to it.
I mean, I don't even know what we called. Do we just pick it up and ask for her?
Maybe if we wait a second, it'll start ringing.
Elizabeth, if you're out there and you'd like to say something.
I will pick up the handset.
So as you pick up the handset and you pull it to your ear, you hear like kind of a soft breathing.
That's creepy.
Agreed.
And you just hear a very like breathy hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Is this Elizabeth?
Oh, are we both on that?
Yeah.
I mean, you
think
could-
I'm gonna let you do that by yourself?
You didn't pick up the handset.
No, that's.
Here, you can do it.
I know. I'm tag-alonger of this adventure. But I'm for sure right next to you listening. Is this Elizabeth?
Yes.
Hello, Ms. Tilbury. My name is Sera. Are you okay?
No.
No, I can't imagine you would be. Can we help you go back to resting?
I think so.
What do you need?
The night I died, someone was supposed to meet me. I want to know why he never showed up.
Who was supposed to meet you?
William?
William. Sorry, my brain finished it with butcher. So I just immediately like William Butcher. But
No.
William who?
Avery.
Okay. How did you die?
I was hit from behind.
So not scarlet fever.
No, someone put a bag over my head. And they knocked me down. And then I couldn't breathe anymore.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's terrible.
Is William related to the mayor, Pete?
I don't know.
That's okay. Did you tell Tommy that you were gonna marry him?
No. Is that the boy that keeps answering the phone?
Yes.
It is. Would you like us to ask him to stop calling you?
Yes, please.
I'm so sorry, Elizabeth.
Teenage boys are the worst.
They are.
Yeah. William never did show up that night.
So wait, Elizabeth, you were so young. You were 15 when you died?
Yes.
Were you and William serious?
We were gonna run away together.
Why did you have to run away together? Why weren't you just engaged?
His family wanted him to marry someone else.
Who?
Jessica.
Do you remember Jessica's last name?
I think it was Rutherford. And being the children of a logger, you both do remember that the man who originally owned the lumber yard, his last name was Rutherford. The Rutherfords are a big deal in Middle Green. Most of them are dead now, with the exception of the fact that, yes, this is Pete Avery's, like, connection to Middle Green. He's very pro-Middle Green. And he is technically descended from this line. So he brags a little bit about his Rutherford connection and how technically, in a way, he should really own the lumber yard.
Elizabeth, what about your family? Is there anyone still around?
I don't know. I don't know what happened to them.
Before the power line fell, were you resting?
No. I've just been waiting.
I'm sorry.
What would put you to rest? Finding out why he didn't meet you, or...
Yes.
Is it more than that, though? Do you also need to find out what happened? Who did this to you? Or is it just about William?
I have a feeling if we find out one...
But I sort of want to know if she cares.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just want to know why he never showed up.
Okay.
Elizabeth, I'm going to be honest. I don't think it matters. I'll put it to you another way. We've lived here for a long time. I think I have a pretty good... I got a pretty sneaking suspicion why he never showed up, and it's because men suck.
Also, parents are so overbearing and bossy. They may just not have let him.
That too.
I still would like to know.
The Rutherfords are really rich. And have
Really
always been.
rich.
Yeah.
Like the only people in this town that have ever been rich.
And now the guy named Avery is our mayor and like runs the town.
Dad says he's a crook.
Yeah, probably.
What was William like?
He was very kind and kind of quiet.
What did he look like? Were there anything, like, characteristics that would have made him stand out? 6 fingers, a big scar on the face.
No, I don't think so.
Bummer.
Was he handsome?
He was very handsome.
I mean, of course he would be
I
handsome.
know, but she's not really ever going to get the chance to
Yeah.
let her have one last moment of girl talk with us.
Elizabeth, have you tried to contact anyone else in town? Or is this your first, like, successful opportunity to communicate?
This is the only thing that connects.
If they clean up
Yeah.
the phone line, how can we connect with you again? We can get a Ouija board. If we pull one out, will you talk to us on it? On like a spirit board?
Yeah.
We can also keep with the tarot.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
I
right.
would talk to you.
All right. I'm pretty sure they're going to clean up that line because it's kind of dangerous for people. So keep an ear out for us, all right? And we will talk to Tommy.
Elizabeth, before we go, do you happen to know anything about these boys that are missing?
No.
No new spirits hanging out with you or near you?
No.
Has there been anyone else that you've talked to in town?
I think there was a young girl.
Go on.
I don't know, she didn't stay on the line long.
There aren't that many young girls in this joint other than us.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you talk to other spirits in town much?
There's not that many here.
Really? For all the dead people in the river? I'm shocked.
I wouldn't stay here.
Even the spirits have left before you, Sassy.
I got plans. It's fine. I got big dreams. I'm getting out of here.
Sassy never leaves.
I know.
Retires here.
She
has
becomes
kids
the mayor.
here. I'm the matriarch of 17 generations in this godforsaken place.
She's married to Stanley.
Oh! Sarah!
We find him, he's fine.
Sometimes you are the literal worst.
It's like Lisa and what's his face?
Millhouse?
Not Millhouse, the
Oh,
other one. The bully one.
Oh. Nelson.
Nelson, yes.
Yeah.
It's like Lisa and Nelson.
They were
Oh.
fire.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Is there anything else? Elizabeth, is there any other information you can give us that might help us track down William? Do you remember the names of his parents or where they lived?
I don't remember where they lived. The town was very different.
Sure.
Is there anything you just want to say?
I don't think so.
She sounds tired. We should go.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
We care about you, and we're going to do what we can so that way you can rest because you've earned it.
Yeah, we're going to do our very best to find out what we can and share it with you.
Thank you. And, are you guys hanging up? Continuing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hang up the line. That is your phone experience.
Well, that was intense.
Yeah.
I kind of thought he was full of it.
I mean, he was full. I had a feeling that they weren't going to get married, that it wasn't his new ghost girlfriend.
I'm really sad for her. She
I'm
sounded so sad.
for Tommy.
I'm less sad for him. I wonder what happened to William.
I have thoughts about that.
Interesting.
Well, you know where we can probably find out what happened to William.
Library?
Yep.
Are we taking a field trip? Yay, I love the library! Come on, let's go!
No, we're going. I'm just.
Why do you look so exasperated? It's the library.
We have so many things piling up. Do we start with the library? Do we check out anything else first?
Look, we told the old people about the road.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
true.
we did our due diligence there. And now there's going to be tons of adults crawling all over that area because of the down phone line.
Yeah.
We may not get to talk to Elizabeth again. There's no point in us going where all the grown-ups are.
No, good point. All right, library.
So I feel like the library is our best bet. And to try and figure out, like, family tree happenings, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I'd also like to see if there's any more info on how poor Elizabeth died. What a terrible, tragic murder.
Yeah. And why is she buried with the scarlet fever victims?
When she didn't die of scarlet fever.
Either she died at the same time as the scarlet fever pandemic and they just put her in the same area, or they're trying to cover up how she died.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a single word at the library about
That's
how she died.
Kind of what I'm thinking.
Which in this
Especially-
freaking small ass town, you know, like if they were honest about it, it'd be all over the newspapers.
Especially since she had no family, nobody pushing for answers about her death.
15-year-old, can you imagine?
Yeah.
The only reason she was probably out here was for William.
Okay, let's get to the library.
All right. So
Me holding on.
you're
I
heading.
like the idea that you're on your own bike, but you're still holding on. And,
You know, your backpack has a leash that I'm holding on
Yeah,
to.
like you've tied your bike
To your bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makeshift tandem bike.
You can't escape me.
Okay, so you bike your way over to the library. Are you taking any particular path or just...
I can't really see the map from where I'm sitting. That's why
So
I keep
we're over
having-
here. I think we're just gonna go the most direct route. So we're over here, and the library is over here.
Yeah, it seems like if you go up Buckcherry Avenue and then take a right on Main Street and then
then head
left
up.
on the yeah.
We're gonna go past the school to the library.
Yeah.
Right. So the other thing you happen to be passing is the gas station, where the old man who knows everything
Oh!
is actually sitting, and he sees y'all riding past.
I love Old Blue.
Yeah, I feel like as you pass Old Blue, you have to shout like Norm coming into cheer. You have to be like, "Oh, Blue!" Yeah. It's like a luck thing. If you don't shout it as you pass him, you're
Totally.
giving yourself bad luck.
And
Also, you never know what kind of day you're gonna get him on. Like, so you really want to stay on his good side.
he kind of like makes a noise, and then he waves for you to come over.
Oh, chosen.
I love Blue.
Yeah, you got it.
So as you guys guide over towards where he's sitting in front of the gas station, he kind of like looks at you both. You know, he's only got one eye, so it takes a minute. He says, "Where are you girls going today?"
Blue, we're heading to the library, but you know what's even better than the library? You.
That's what I was gonna say.
Ha! I beat you to it. We have all sorts of questions about a family and sort of the history, and nobody knows this town better than you do.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of Elizabeth Tilbury?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how she died?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who did it?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you tell us?
Because they're dead.
That's okay. I think it's important that we know the history of our town so we don't repeat it. Not that anyone's feeling murdery, but
We're gonna do a school report.
yeah, there you go. It's a historical report.
You know, Mary ain't gonna like you doing a school report about his family, right?
I'm okay with that.
How's he gonna find out? He doesn't do our school.
No, but he does, like, read a lot of the Middle Green stories.
Well, we'll
this
change
isn't a
all the
Middle Green
names.
story. This is a school report.
We'll change the names, Blue.
You take on the risk. It's your
I'm
business.
gonna grow up to be you someday. I think.
Blue, you're the best.
When people ask me what I want to be when I grow up, I'm pretty sure I just need to answer Blue. Like,
That's a good goal.
Who murdered that poor girl?
A couple of the Rutherfords did.
Which ones?
I think it was Samuel and Chuck.
Do you know why?
So Chuck was Jessica's brother, and Sam's her uncle, and they were trying to arrange a marriage with William Avery, and unfortunately Elizabeth was in the way.
Do you know what happened to William?
He had to marry Jessica.
well, he didn't have to.
That boy was too timid to do nothing else.
Were you there?
No, that was slightly before my time, but I knew him as old folk.
Did they get married here in Middle Green?
How could they?
I think they went over a town or two so they could get a real church.
Oh, fair. Are they still there? Did they pass away?
I mean, I think Pete's the only one left now.
Pete, the mayor? Bad asshole. Oh, sorry, Blue.
I think Blue will respect you more.
For my potty mouth.
Yeah.
They made it look like that poor girl did it to herself. Like, cause she's upset about the engagement.
Why did they
my
bury her with the
gosh.
scarlet fever victims?
Well, cause they made it look like she did it to herself. The Rutherfords convinced her parents that it would be less embarrassing.
To say she died of scarlet fever? Wow. So, there was one night when William was supposed to meet her, and they were going to run away together. Do you happen to know what happened that night?
That's when the Rutherfords got her.
Oh, it happened that night.
Mm-hmm. They were gonna meet in the cemetery, run off God knows where.
Sarah, this is heartbreaking. Do you know if William was actually going to meet her?
I think so. He was pretty upset.
We gotta get back to that phone before they fix things.
Where did you hear this?
Talked to William a long time ago.
Oh. Was he happy or heartbroken?
Where's he buried?
I think he's somewhere in the new cemetery.
Oh my gosh, they're in the neighboring cemeteries together this whole time. Did he stay married to Jessica his whole life?
Mm-hmm. Until the day he died.
Oh,
I think the Rutherfords got a mausoleum or something.
I'm sure they do. Sarah, you look so deep in thought.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we can talk to William. Or if we could find something of Elizabeth's to shove in that mausoleum so they could be together.
Well, that telephone pole went down right on her grave. They're gonna have to move her, right? Or they wouldn't, not necessarily.
The line went down. Like the line is touching her grave. But if we found... I wonder if there's a way to get
The two of them
phone.
together.
like a phone going into his mausoleum so they could talk.
That'd be one long ass phone line. What's
not
near
that,
there?
Not that long. It's not like a phone line goes only to one phone. You know what I mean? Like the telephone line that's down and touching her grave. Like, even in the year 1985, it's not like phone lines only go straight to one phone.
I know, but I'm 13. I'm not messing with an actual phone line. I'm plugging one into the jack in my house and getting the longest cord I can, and I'm sticking the receiver up to his mausoleum. I'm not running a cable underground.
Get strings and a couple of cans.
No, but I do legitimately wonder if there's something that we could do, like,
No, agreed.
magically at that point to get a phone to reach. Just to make, or if you even need an actual phone to hit, if the phone line, she's still dead. So there's some level of magic, like her corpse is not what's talking, it can't be. That's not how things work, right? So if...
I'm getting schooled on the extraterrestrial right now.
No. Not schooled. I'm taught, like, I'm thinking in, like, it's hitting me in time. If her corpse is not the thing that's talking, right? Because it can't be. If it magically, she has to be talking. It's like her spirit or her soul or some kind of thing is occurring, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's getting amplified, like it's going through the phone line.
Uh-huh.
If we just grabbed like a receiver from our house, like you just said, and took it to his mausoleum, he's not buried underground, it's in the mausoleum, and then answered it, and then held it up to his tomb, why would that not work? Like, it's all magic based anyways, it's just getting awakened and amplified by the fact that there's a phone line touching her grave. That there's this, like, electrical phone line hitting her grave.
I think it would work, but I think I'm tying the phone line as the connecting piece. So I picture it having to be an actual active phone line that then is how he's able to communicate with her.
So we take the actual line from the phone and shove it into the hollowed ground of the cemetery. So that way it's connecting to somewhere. Or we make some kind of magic circle and, like, etch something into the ground. So that way it's hitting some kind of spell or some kind of circle.
Okay.
So that way it's still going. But, like, there's no way, like, there's still some level of this that's supernatural. So there's still some level of this where, like, it doesn't have to all be physically actually working. It has to be. So, like, we have to have some level where it's...
I'm in, but we gotta go.
Yeah.
Because we just hosed this whole mission by telling everybody about the downed phone line.
Yeah, I know, that was stupid. It's also got electric, I thought, so... I'm like, fuck.
But we gotta go because if we don't,
then
then if they get that thing fixed, we lose her potentially.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where the closest place is where we can basically, like, rip a receiver out of the wall. Because I don't think making it all the way home, sneaking around Mom to get a receiver, and then making it all the way back is gonna happen.
Can we grab one from the lodge on the way there? We're here now. Can't we buzz by the lodge, steal what we need to, and then get to the new cemetery?
Not a lot of things scare me, but the lodge kind of scares me.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a bunch of old people. The last shindig they had, I got them all stoned with pot brownies. They were really mellow.
You're welcome to go inside and get one.
Old people love me.
Sure. Let's go. Sounds great. You can go inside and get one. Old people don't love me.
So
I confuse old people.
So I can't do all the things. I can go and talk to them and listen to their old people stories while you take the phone.
Okay. You tell me where the phone is inside, and I will sneak and get it while you talk to them.
So they have a kitchen that they use to make all the food and do, like, the buffet line stuff, and it's back here. So you're gonna have to, like, I'll try and get them up in this front corner. I don't know, I'll scream or something. And then you're gonna have to, like, come in that door and get in the back and then boogie back out, and then I'll meet you out there.
Because where are we right now?
We're over at the,
We're at the gas station.
Yeah, we're at the gas station because we went to see Blue. Right here.
Okay. Shit.
And you guys are on bikes. You can cut through parking lots.
Yeah, we can just cruise over.
You don't have to take surface.
So I was
like,
gonna
actual
say,
street.
if we were near the bar, do you think Randy and Earl are still at the bar? And we can get rides places, but no.
Randy and Earl are generally at the bar.
That's what
at
I
the
thought.
Lobster Shack.
But they're...
Why do you continually want to grab rides from the local drunks?
We will talk about it. We'll talk about it later. There's a reason.
Sarah, sometimes I just don't understand you.
But, oh wait, is that a bar too?
That is the bar.
Oh, that is the bar.
That is the bar.
That's not... This is different.
This is the old loggers' quarter. It's part of their quartered off section, so this is all fenced away.
That's the part
in
of
fact, there's another route that actually gets your dad into the lumber yard for even working at this point.
Okay. So yeah, so we can book it, but we can go through the...
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you think you'll have more luck getting the phone line from the bar, we could do that too.
100%. I think that would be easier, and I think that we could do that. Yes.
See, I'm less comfortable there, so you're gonna have to
I
launch
think
the
Darnell
effort.
will give us whatever we want if we ask the right way.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
But really, for the
bar?
record, like, if you just listen to their same stories over and over again and act really interested, they freaking love you.
Yeah, for some reason, old people really scare me.
Okay, fair enough.
I think because as much as I talk about liking death, it actually probably freaks me out a little bit, the idea of getting old and dying, so...
10-4.
But yeah, let's book it.
Okay.
Let's book it to the crash
We gotta
shack.
hustle.
So, you guys are rushing over to the bar. 13-year-olds rolling up to this town bar.
It's a crab shack.
It's a lobster shack.
Oh, lobster shack. Excuse me.
Lobster.
That's because crab shack is trademarked for sure.
Yeah, that's why it's a lobster shack.
Oh, my lord.
So, you're rolling up to the bar, and, Earl's car's out front. They're probably spending a nice, lazy day inside.
Is there a receiver on the counter that is just in sight? Because I won't lie, I will just walk up and take it. If
There
that is the case.
probably is one in there, probably near where the register is. There's a phone.
There's usually one on the wall.
There's also payphones too, so depends on what.
Yeah, payphone. That's harder though. Just a handset receiver, you can just walk up, yank it out, and walk out.
Yeah.
Which, with that same purposefulness as I did last night, I am just gonna try to walk up and do.
Okay.
Just walk up, take it, grab the cord, yank and go.
Let's take your.
Is it appropriate? Because I'm going to be like, hi guys! And then we're just going to turn around and go.
If you start trying to talk while I'm making that motion, I will reach around and clasp a hand over your mouth to stop you from doing it and then continue what I'm doing. But if you do that after I've done the motion, I won't do that because I'll be looking for the exit. So,
Okay, so I think this is going to be a grit roll.
okay. Come on, bright dice.
You can do it. Don't go to jail like that other guy.
Bright dice. Oh, motherfuck. Oh, no.
Oh, God. We have a runaway. A jailbreak has occurred.
The convict made it out.
Well, I'm not surprised.
What did you roll?
A 3. I got +1, so it was a 4.
So my hi guys might have thrown us off.
Yeah, me having to reach around and smack you over the mouth probably didn't help either.
Bye guys.
So the failure is bad, not a disaster. And you know what? Depending on how you play this out from what's about to happen to you, you might be able to earn an adversity token. Because that's how adversity tokens are earned, is that you fail, but you role play your failure. So, they all see you. They're just like, why is this kid? They're just they're eating their lobsters and drinking their beers, and watching you walk up to the counter, grab the phone, and you try to yank it, but it's not coming with you. And Darnell is coming up from the side and kind of just cocks his head. Did you need to make a call?
I do, but I need to make a call from the cemetery, and I could really use some help here because your cord's not coming out of your head. And I need the cord with it.
We'll bring the phone back later.
Yeah, I'm just borrowing it. I'll bring it right back.
But we need the phone to
You got payphones?
take. That people
Turn
don't.
out everyone knows where you guys are. No one's going to call to ask for directions.
If they're calling you to put in orders, you don't need customers like that. They're making you do extra work.
so high maintenance.
Why do you want a customer like that?
Doesn't it bother you when you're in the middle of a nice cold drink and your phone rings?
You need customers like us who come to you and come to you.
You're
in
not
their
even
hour
old enough
of
to be in
need.
here.
And we're problem solving for you. You're welcome.
Now, if you could just give me a hand.
Yeah, no, seriously, can you reach around the corner right there?
Roll some charm, both of you, since you're both trying to do this.
What if it was brains? Because that took a lot of thought to come up with.
Okay.
Did you think it through beforehand?
I thought it through in the moment as I
That
was
would be
doing
a snap decision.
You need to do better than I just did.
I only get a D4 for charm. That's why I'm trying to talk it into being a brains roll.
I have a D12 and I got a 4.
Oh, I got a 4 out of 4.
All right, your dice have exploded.
Oh!
So roll it again.
Okay.
And you get to add whatever number you get to that 4.
I got a 1.
Okay. So, Darnell is not necessarily impressed. At the same time, he's mildly impressed. He's like, oh, okay. I don't want to give you my phone, but I also don't necessarily want to call your parents right now, so.
I'll leave something with you that you know I'll come back for.
Okay, what have you got?
Ooh, ninja throwing stars.
No, we might not come back for those.
Do you have any
Mom
of
would kill us.
those baked goods you left at the lodge last year?
Darnell, do you want some
I
brownies?
do.
Okay, so I don't have them in my backpack, but I will give you a signed, don't show my parents, IOU, and I will bring you a dozen of my best, finest, freshest crop, just coming off the presses, brownies.
Deal.
Done. Here you go, sir. Thank you. Get the fucking phone.
He comes and he helps you get the phone. Let you take it.
Thank you, sir.
Do you know how much of my crop that just cost me?
Hey, Randy and Earl, we could really use a ride. We're on a time crunch.
We're right down the street. We
We are on a
bikes.
time crunch, and the cemetery has a road through it.
Randy and Earl are going to crash us into something.
They're not.
I will race you on my bike and get there first.
Fine, race me on
See
your
you
bike.
later. Good
Can
luck
I
with the
get a ride,
drugs.
please?
Okay. And Earl starts to get up and kind of just falls because he's drunk.
And I'm already halfway to the
Can I
cemetery.
just borrow your car?
I don't.
Because it's the 80s and people started driving at like 9.
And he starts trying to fish out his keys because he's drunk.
And I'm
Darnell, do you
now
have his keys?
almost all the way to the cemetery.
There's no way.
So he does finally get them out, just sort of tosses them onto the floor before nodding off.
I will take the keys. And
Okay.
I will go. I am assuming that I have some idea how to drive because we live in the middle of nowhere and I'm over the age of 9.
Yeah, I mean, Dad has probably let you guys both, like, drive down some
I
street.
love that you're fighting this fight for a half a block to the cemetery.
It's not a half, it looks like a half block, but I don't think it is. And look how big the cemetery is. Most cemeteries have like the roads through them so that way you can like drive hearses through them. I am 100% getting there before you.
No.
Neither of you are getting very far.
Oh no!
Oh, shit.
So as you were coming out of the bar, whoever came out first,
Me.
it sounds like you are the one who sees and hears like some shouting, and you recognize once again Mrs. Bells and Mrs. Wentworth as they are hugging their children to them and crying from the fact that they have been recovered and found.
Okay, can I ride my bike around that?
There's a lot of people now. You can try.
I'm
Can
riding.
I quietly hustle to Earl's car?
What are you gonna do? Plow through them? They're blocking the path.
Yeah, if I have to.
Oh my gosh! I'm on my bike and
They got what they needed. Another person needs help now.
I understand, but I don't think plowing through a crowd of people in a car is the way to go. Don't you glare at me like that. I'm on my bike. I think it's easier to ride around a herd of people.
Okay, GM, can you solve this for us then? Is it gonna, if it is easier to take the bikes, I will just pocket the keys and take the bikes. By pocketing the keys, I have at least saved a couple lives.
Because there are people in the way, it would probably be easier to get around them on the bikes than trying to maneuver an El Camino.
Sarah.
But you can keep the keys if you want.
Oh, I'm
He
keeping
can give
the
them
keys.
to you.
I'm keeping the keys.
Do you have the phone in your back?
Yeah, well, I have it in the basket of my bike now.
Cool. Let's get the hell out of here.
I'm going. I'm not waiting for the tether for the bikes.
Fair. Also, I think I'm in front of you, dicking around, trying to steal somebody's car.
I don't know. Somebody can't ever find their way to the cemetery and usually needs a tether.
It's a straight line. I've got it.
It's a straight line to the cemetery. Then you gotta find your way through and to the grave you're trying to find, which isn't one we've been to yet.
It is a giant mausoleum. It shouldn't be too hard to find, right?
It was never specified that it's a giant mausoleum, and there's probably more than one mausoleum. It's look how much bigger it is than the one that we were at before. It's the big new cemetery.
Do you want to split up to cover more ground?
We're already split up. You took off without me.
You wanted to take a car! Alright, I'm going right, you go left, someone yell
You
when you
guys have
find William.
psychic connection. You can tell each other these things.
Fucking siblings. We haven't used that once already.
Are you kidding me? We've done nothing but use that.
No, we've just been siblings so far.
Okay, so you guys are looking around for the
William.
Rutherford Mausoleum.
Yes.
Okay.
When I already know where it is, because I spend so much time in both cemeteries.
Most likely.
Okay.
The same way you would recognize where Elizabeth was from.
Then I'm going straight for it.
Okay. So.
And if I pass her, I'm one finger and just booking it for the mausoleum.
Okay, so let's.
Because she's shat on everything I've said or every idea I've had.
Let's go with flight.
By every, you mean one?
Let's go flight.
Okay. Ah, God.
Because you guys are rushing to try and get here.
And to try to beat one another, I feel like.
For the record, this is my D20.
Jeez. Not mine. Oh, fuck.
13!
2!
I'm getting there first.
Sassy is getting there first.
To a place Sassy doesn't know where it is.
She just looked for a mausoleum and just kind of was like, oh, there's something. Okay. Right for
Big
it.
freaking above ground building. They're not hard to
I have rocks in my sack.
And snacks.
I have rocks, and I'm throwing them up at your type. Because we're 13, and siblings, and I'm mad.
Stop being an asshole and get over here. You have the phone.
I know. You know, my idea.
Oh, you're right, Sarah. You've just done this all on your own.
All right. So you come to the end where the Rutherford Mausoleum is waiting for you. I'm assuming you're going inside?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go inside and you see kind of like whatever their normal setup is, where you've got like multiple people probably. And you do probably eventually find William, who died sometime in the 1900s at the very least.
Yeah.
I don't have a year for him. This is not what I expected to happen.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I don't have a specific year that he died. You will have to live with
Are
that.
there any, like, cracks in, like, the floor or the walls or anything? Basically, I'm looking for some place where I can plug the phone in.
Okay.
Like,
Let's do a brains roll for that.
okay.
Both of us are just the bossy one.
Are you also looking for cracks?
Oh, I'm the bossy one. But
Yeah, I think I should probably help.
Okay,
look.
you're both looking, and also you do get an adversity token for
I
your
don't
failure in the
know
bar.
how that works.
Basically, it's like you can assist when she is failing.
Okay.
When?
I got a 6
I don't know which one is
on
my
my
D10.
D12.
D10 is this one.
Oh, thank you. Doesn't have a 10. Oh, is the 0 the 10?
Zero's the 10, yeah.
I got a 4.
And you said you got a
6.
okay. So you finally you find one. You find one, and it's just kind of
I'll jam the cord into it and see if
all
I'll
right.
see if anything visually or in my soul feels like it happens. Just kind of look at you.
You do feel like there's been a bit of a shift in the energy in the room.
I know you're not in the mood for this, but I think we should hold hands since our intuition and stuff is stronger together.
No, it's fine. I'm not as mad anymore. Like, I'm past it.
Come here.
Gemini twins.
Yep. Do you want to... I'll pick it up and see if we can get a...
Yeah.
Go for it.
I mean, I feel something, but I don't hear or know how to connect anybody.
Just try talking into the phone.
Okay, William, I don't know if you can hear me, but we spoke to Elizabeth today, and she would really like to connect to you.
You're kind of a... I haven't heard that name.
Sorry.
He was on the Titanic.
He died in the 1900s in Maine. He could have been. He was coming back from Europe. God damn. Sorry.
You're fine.
William, if you're up for it, we'd really like to try and connect you to Elizabeth. She's been disturbed, and she needs to know what happened to rest.
Do you know what happened?
She killed herself.
Oh, William.
Do you know a Samuel or a Chuck Rutherford?
Yes, my in-laws.
They murdered her.
So you would marry Jessica.
We got this at the highest authority.
Old Blue's never wrong. Except for when he is, but that's a different conversation.
He was young blue when I knew him.
Young Blue! Oh, could you imagine? No, that's so weird. Oh my god, we're gonna get old like Blue!
I told you, it freaks you out sometimes, right?
I'm not okay. Okay, sorry, not about me right now. William?
Yeah.
Sorry, William.
She was killed.
She thought that you were meeting in the cemetery.
We were supposed to.
And she thinks you just didn't show up.
And then she was hit in the back of the head. And then she couldn't breathe anymore.
There was a cover-up. They said that she took her own life, which wasn't true. And then they convinced her parents to bury her with the other people who died of scarlet fever.
That was my parents' idea.
There were a lot of people, unfortunately, that meant to keep you apart. Would you let us help you come back together for a short time?
How?
Well, the same way that we're talking to you, we think we might be able to three-way call her in. I think three-way calling existed at this time.
They, I think, at least had the party lines.
Exactly, yeah.
So.
We're gonna try and create a party line, even though this will be like the most depressing party we've ever had.
Okay.
And then hopefully everyone can rest. All right.
Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. That sounds weird. Sorry. Okay, how do we dial Elizabeth in?
One of us needs to go
To the phone.
To the other phone. Because you know how those lines will say what their phone number is?
Mm-hmm.
One of us will have to go there and call and then mentally tell the other one what the phone number is so we can make a party line with it.
Okay. Do you want to stay here with William or you want to get to the phone?
Do you have a preference?
I mean, I'm terrible with directions, but it's literally a straight line down the street, so I think
And I know
can do
that
it.
you really don't like being in the cemetery.
I really don't. It's
Go.
not my happy place.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, I'll
I
be
like
back
being here.
as
All right,
soon
I'll
as
talk
I
to
can.
William.
You keep William company, keep him present.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll kind of explain more about what's going on.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too. Be safe.
You too.
Be careful.
You too.
All right,
This is getting weird.
yeah.
So, okay. Sarah is staying in the mausoleum with William. Sassy is driving back down to the payphone at the other end of the street.
And as she goes, I'm gonna start talking to him and just be like, so what's it like being dead? Like, we don't have to actually talk about it. I'm just saying, like, that's the cutaway of like, so tell me about being dead. And then as Sassy like leaves. Like,
So you have to get around the crowd of people, which is now bigger, by the way.
Oh, great.
As people are, the search party is off for the 2 missing boys.
You found him! Yay! Get out of the road!
You do eventually probably get past them, but let's go with a flight roll.
Okay. 10.
Okay, yeah, no, you fucking blaze past them.
I'm in a hurry.
Fuck all of you!
Glad you're back, fuckers!
So, you're riding down, you make it back to the payphone.
All right, so then I'm going to pick up the phone. Elizabeth, are you there?
And she would come back and just say hello.
Elizabeth, I'm so glad I've reached you. I need you to stay on the line. My sister has William. We're going to try and connect you, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just hang tight. I can see the number on the payphone. Sarah, coming in to Sarah. Can you hear me?
One time we're making it clear that we're mentally talking. Yeah, of course I can hear you.
Okay, here's the digits. You ready?
Yep.
All right.
And then I will do the 3-way calling and call in to the
Okay.
payphone.
Okay.
All right. So you are connected.
And so I will then say like, okay, Elizabeth, are you on the line?
I'm here.
William, are you on the line?
Yeah.
Okay, so dead people, can you hear each other?
They both agree.
So I'm gonna
Sarah,
set...
did you just go dead people? Gosh!
Okay, set the handset down. Don't hang it up. That ends the party line.
I
know we've
understand how it
Yeah,
all
you
works.
understand that now. We're gonna set the handsets down and let them have a few moments together. We're gonna be back in like 5 minutes to check on you two, alright?
Good call.
Alright. We're gonna let them have a little privacy.
That's very kind of you all.
So,
What if they're talking about how to murder us?
I just assume they're having weird dead phone sex. Like,
I mean, what if he didn't love her like she loves him?
then it's good for her to find that out. So that way
She's
she
never
can
gonna rest.
I bet she will. She wants closure, not...
She wanted closure. She finds out he wasn't true to her. She's gonna want revenge.
Closure is not always...
I
like,
found this new
happiness.
channel called Lifetime on TV. I think I need to watch more of that with you.
100% I do not believe that the Lifetime channel existed in 1985.
Let's find
It
out.
was like...
I'm just curious now.
Cable had barely started in the 1980s. I'm almost positive.
Said it just started.
I'm so curious to find out. While we let the dead people talk.
We're gonna research Lifetime.
February 1st, 1984.
Boom! Sassy is vindicated again!
I don't like this new world where I'm wrong all the time. Also, I like that we're legitimately giving the fake dead people time to talk to each other.
It's a solid moment for a break.
Yeah. But
it's not gonna last forever, so that's fine.
no.
Alright.
I will watch the Lifetime channel with you, I guess.
I just think you'll understand more why I get so freaked out about revenge and bad shit happening. Because people with high emotions, like, just need to eat more brownies and chill, man.
Is it not mostly Valerie Bertinelli on the Lifetime
Oh, is
channel?
that her name? I see her a lot.
Is that her name?
The brunette lady? Are you sure you haven't seen this?
I know it from a movie that will come out in 2005 called Saved. So,
Alright, sis. I think we need to check on things. We should also let them know that as soon as they fix this power line, this isn't going to work anymore. So, like,
for all we know, we're gonna pick it up and it's silent, and they've both gone back to the afterlife. I will pick up my
I'd
handset
be okay with that.
just to see what's.
And
Hey.
it is a dead line.
Oh my gosh. Elizabeth, are you there?
There's no response.
William,
There's no response.
Hello? Okay, well that feels anticlimactic.
No, this is good. Like, wait, it wasn't our business.
So,
You know
like, how did it end?
it ended with them.
You don't know that. They could both be super angry.
If they were angry, they'd be
Exorcism
yelling.
poltergeist fucking flying around
No,
us.
I'm
They have now
standing.
possessed Sarah.
I'm standing in William's mausoleum. If they were both really angry, something would be happening.
Okay.
Remember, I am hooked directly into his mausoleum.
And you feel safe and like things are restful?
Joy.
Yeah, no, you feel fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we,
Man, I
it
didn't
wasn't
even
our
get to
business.
use my locket poison.
Yet.
You think there's more? What else do we have to do today?
I'm really hoping that this isn't the only adventure we ever have in our lives. This is just the first adventure that we have in our lives.
It's true. I'll save my locket poison. Thanks, sis.
Yeah, I think our locket poison is more of like a last resort kind of thing.
Stranger danger.
In this town, they're all strange.
Where do you want to meet?
Let's meet up at the bar so you can give Jude back his keys.
He's so wasted at this point.
Just throw him in the car.
Oh, you know what? We gotta give Darnell back the phone.
Oh.
So I'll give the keys back to Darnell. So yeah, let's go back to the bar.
Well, wait a second. If I have to make him an entire batch of brownies, do we have to keep the phone?
No,
Oh.
they still need. He legitimately doesn't need the phone for the thing we told him he doesn't need.
You bought your own lie.
I mean, I don't know. I get annoyed when the phone rings.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
Sometimes
Let's go
it
give
can
it
be
back.
nice to talk on the phone.
I mean, we're teenage girls. I feel like we're on the phone all the time.
We're doing it right now. I'm metaphysically talking to you on the phone instead of us going and doing what we should be doing.
Totally.
I'm still hooked in through a mausoleum.
Okay, get the phone. Can you, like, scrape off any dead stuff? And, like, I'll meet you back at the bar.
No, I feel like Darnell gets paid to clean.
Oh my
That's
god!
what he's doing right now.
You're making us take it back, but you're not going to clean it?
Yeah, I don't get paid to do that.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out where the bar is.
Well, I mean, the bar is right next to the mechanic.
Not
Right up
what
the
I meant.
street from the cemetery. So yeah, I will unhook it from the mausoleum and then toss it in the basket of my bike and
All right, so you're all heading back to the bar.
I'm going to pick up the payphone one more time and just be sure, because it's so strange to me that she was there and now she's gone, and like I just have to reassure myself she's really gone.
Yep, there is nothing but silence.
so it's
Okay.
either that everything got fixed or they fixed the phone line. So either way.
Big bummer.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going back to the bar. You're returning the phone.
Yeah, and
You're giving Darnell
Yeah.
the keys.
yeah, I will tell Darnell like that you can see that he can't drive.
Yeah,
So
he will take them. Tell you, okay, you really have to leave now. You're children.
you sell food here?
Not for kids. The diner's over there. It's literally across the street.
Whatever.
Also, I don't know if you can call it they serve here food.
It's a lobster shack. It's not even called a bar. It's a lobster shack.
It's a whole lot of bar with a
Whatever.
little bit of lobster.
Whatever.
So
The day I turn 21, I'm coming here just to get water and stare at you.
I'll put a little umbrella in it for you.
I love that that's your 21st birthday wish.
Okay, so you guys leave the damn bar.
Yeah,
And
Can we go over to the horde of people to find out what the hell happened to
Yeah.
those two boys?
are they still hoarded up?
they're starting to disperse now. Like the excitement has started to come to an end, but there are probably still a few folks lingering. But Mrs. Bills, Mrs. Wentworth, and that the boys themselves are no longer here.
Well, you know,
Yeah, we can ask
this
around,
news,
but-
spreads like wildfire. What the hell happened?
Yeah.
The boys don't remember. That is what everybody there says, is that, like, it's really weird. They don't remember what happened. They just kind of they wandered back into town from the river, but,
Do you think they're dead now?
I think there's something because that doesn't sound right.
Wandered back from the river? That's not good.
No.
We all know what's actually in the river.
Yeah.
yeah, so not
That's a
entirely
whole-
sure what happened, but they seem safe. They were on their way to see Ollie at the doctor's office, because he's also your town doctor, while also being the drummer of Dad Rock.
Did they sound like
Hot.
themselves?
As far as everybody there is regarding them, yeah, they seemed, other than maybe a little, like, disoriented because they don't remember what happened to them.
No, this is bad.
Are they
Sometimes
doing more
dead's
drugs
better.
than what we know about? Like, did they get into stuff?
I don't know. I feel like we were feeling really good about ourselves for doing one thing when in reality the thing we needed to be dealing with was there. Because that's creepy.
Well, and we told them about the road, but that's not anywhere, like, really near the river. I want to go talk to them.
Tomorrow. We've done a lot today.
Tomorrow?
You guys have done a lot today. You're both probably starting to get pretty tired. You're still children after all.
We've done
And
a lot
the
today.
day is
hungry.
starting to wane.
Oh, you want any of the mini
Can I
snacks?
have a Capri Sun?
Yeah.
You're the
do you want
best.
chips?
No, I just want my Capri Sun. Thank
right.
you.
So I am calling your guys' day. You're probably just puttering around at best.
Yeah.
Because you're children and you run out of energy at some point. You need dinner.
Did we make it home on time?
Probably.
It seems like we
Yeah,
probably
yeah, you
would.
guys are probably
Okay.
good. And when you came in, Mom and Dad are talking, and Mom is on the phone, and she's just, chatting it up with whoever, and looking over at your father, who's sitting there reading the paper, and telling him they found the boys. They're all safe. They found them out by the river, like wandering back into town.
And we reunited a long lost love from two dead people, but that's okay. It's probably better Mom and Dad don't know.
Mom might care. Dad doesn't care because it's not logging.
Truth.
When are you guys gonna grow a penis and start logging with him?
Nope. That doesn't sound appealing to me.
They don't have drugs for that yet. Or ever. I mean, I guess they do have steroids. That's a conversation for off mic.
But your mom does kind of continue. She says, yeah, I guess last night Eddie saw him at the bowling alley. Barbara Ann saw him. Even Betsy saw him, but no one knows where they disappeared or when they disappeared. She goes back to her phone conversation, probably talking about Avon or Tupperware.
Oh,
just 80s things.
Tupperware.
Jazzercise.
Diet Coke.
New Coke.
Ninja stars? Did someone say ninja stars? Oh shit, I gotta put those back.
And
She'll
so
kill me if she finds them missing.
she gets
Shit.
off the phone, serves y'all up some dinner, and your night comes to an end.
Night, sis.
Night.
We did good work today.
We did.
I really want to pull a tarot card to see what happened with Elizabeth and William.
Okay. That I think is a
Yeah.
great thing. Let's shuffle
Like,
these.
I don't like not having a final ending, and so I'm gonna ask the tarot for one.
So what happened to
The Hanged Man.
William and Elizabeth?
The Hanged
That's-
Man is what happened.
That's interesting. It's not just the hangman, it's the hangman reversed, really. If we're doing rehearsals.
Not yet, but we're getting there. We're
Okay.
going to eventually start doing them. I just haven't gotten there yet.
No, that's fine. That's why I said
Yeah.
if we're doing rehearsals.
The hanged man is hanging upside down from a live tree, gaining a different perspective of the world. He is not suffering, but is rather calm and observant. The hanged man indicates the need to pause, look around, and be willing to surrender to new ideas.
So I feel like they're at rest.
They got a new perspective, and
They're pausing.
yeah, they needed to reflect on everything. But God, it's crazy how well the tarot ends up working.
It is.
Until next time, I am your GM, Kat. Sarah Winchester was played by Taryn, and Sassy Winchester was played by Megan.